It game time in Phoenix as the crowd. Look to cheer on their hometown Suns. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Last outing for Phoenix, the loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Irving drives in, and the rejection by Ibaka. Nurkic with the steal. Pass to Irving. Ball's knocked loose. Lynn with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And he comes up with the deuce.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Now here is Irving. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket no matter what D he's faced with. He averages about 31.5 points a game. Here's Lynn, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got his first points of the night.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can. And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Beasley with the steal. Here's Porter. The kick out to Irving. And the rejection by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter outside. It's good from long range. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Leonard. No good off the back of the rim.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot. The Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. He will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant, including 5 early years in Phoenix.
Irving with a clean look. Knocks it loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jazz trail by 8. And Kokoskov, a pioneer, the first D1 college assistant coach out of Europe, also the first in that role in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA, he reached the conference finals 7 times, in the finals twice, so he's seen what it takes and what type of competitive environment it is when you reach those elite levels. And in 2004 was on the staff for the Detroit Pistons when they won the NBA title against the Lakers. So been around a lot of winning.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Outside Porter. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so Lynn will bring it up for the Utah Jazz, trailing here by 8.
The evolution of Josh Richardson is going to be very exciting for this organization. When he's sinking the catch-and-shoot jump shots, look out.
Leonard with the steal. Here's Richardson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Pass to Ibaka. Off target from three-point range. Suns leading by 7. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely. And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 12.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And the rejection by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
Here's Collison. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Suns leading by 11. Irving drives in. Davis. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Here is Davis after Darren Collison's bucket. Brown with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. He gets it in there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sinks the three-pointer. Ibaka's got his first 3 points of the game.
Mostly a dunker early in his career, Ibaka has moved his game further out to the perimeter, which has dropped his percentages but raised his value as a floor-spacing big.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
So as we... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Suns, this has been the game they wanted to have.
And I felt like in that first period, the difference really was their ability to execute offensively.
Yeah, so you move the ball around, you move your guys around, then you find good shots. That's a healthy recipe to build a good lead.
Something the NBA has tested out in the G League, Brent, coaches' challenges. What do you think?
I think the idea of making sure that the handkerchief matches the tie is a great idea.
Only you would say that. Only you would say that.
I'm just worried with some of the casual styles in the NBA that it's not going to be accessible. But
I think you're right.
I think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be interesting for the league. But it's going to happen.
Anything to make these coaches do more. make more decisions.
Make more decisions and make decisions that you know can impact whether or not your team wins the basketball game or loses it. Because after a referee makes a determination that you think might be the other way, or they don't look at a replay where you're sure and certain that you could get possession, I'm reaching for the hanky.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
They're really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
Utah calls timeout.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Phoenix leading by 14. 7-foot shot. Back to Dunn. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Dunn is spectacular, seeking contact and getting it. He just absorbs the hit, yet still able to finish.
Great D that time from Davis.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Austin feeling the pull up that time, reading the defense and not deciding to take it too far into the D.
Pass to Connaughton. Left side, Lynn. To halt the run. And he sinks the layup. Lynn's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Even with the defense all over him, Lynn buries the J. Outstanding concentration on those kinds of shots.
A coaching carousel, certainly in Phoenix. This is the fourth different head coach in as many seasons. What does that do, Brent, to a young team?
Well, it's tough for development because if you don't consistently work with the same player development coaches, you might be learning things for an offense that might have to be reset every year. Igor Kokoskov is one of the more ingenious offensive minds in the game. This is why he's got this opportunity in Phoenix. And I look forward with the type of talent that Phoenix has, with how much creativity he can bring to the court, and hope these young players are excited for that opportunity.
Irving can't hit. Jazz trail by 19. It's tipped. Done with it. And it's Lynn picking him up. To the inside. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
Feels like Kyrie locked in right now. No let up in his offensive attack, and he's hot.
Lynn's shot is off.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. And it's done, penetrating. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
Outside Irving. A beautiful reverse layup. 16 points for him.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lynn with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
.151 left in the first half of the game. Banked in off the glass. Lynn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Lynn plays with a real edge. When he's driving inside, he looks determined to beat everyone to the basket.
Irving for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got 19 points. And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Irving. And it's in there. 1 points in the game.
Well, right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
And Utah making a change here. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
On offense, here are the Suns. They're on an 18-4 run. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. It's rebounded by Leonard.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, there are numerous ways to build a lead, but owning the glass may be one of the best.
And the Suns call time.
Timeout. Start it.
Here's Brown. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be and gets a little lazy about what it could be.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That screen. That's his first personal foul.
And Irving launches it from deep. Offensive rebound. And so it's the Phoenix Suns ahead by 26 points as we get ready. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's Utah's ball. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. You have so many great point guards in the league right now, Brent. Which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career. in the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry is still at the point guard position, does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but two of my favorites to watch.
And the Suns making a change here.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game, and so hard to guard without fouling.
Leonard on the wing. He has 6. Just 3 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. No good that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Phoenix. Inside. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom, because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
On its way from Irving for 2. And that one comes up a bit short. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Lynn looking it over. In the corner, Ibaka with it. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Irving. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. A second chance effort. And Davis leaves it in. Davis has got 10.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Now here's Lynn. He has 6. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Beasley.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
It's tipped. Here's Brown. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way.
He's like a gazelle out there. Trying to keep up with Davis in transition is a very difficult thing to do.
Ibaka goes in. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with his development as a long-range shooter. It's gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
Up top, Ibaka. Over Davis. But he gets it back. Outside, Lynn. Pass to Winslow. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Rivers. And the Suns miss again. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. Suns on defense. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. To the paint. Ball stolen. Rejected by Collison. .137 left to play in the third. The shot, no good.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Back to Nurkic. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Out of hand on it. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. .102 left in the third quarter. Collison's shot is good. Ball stolen. Rejected by Collison. .137 left to play in the third. The shot, no good.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Back to Nurkic. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Out of hand on it. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Ball stolen. Rejected by Collison. .137 left to play in the third. The shot, no good.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Back to Nurkic. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Out of hand on it. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. .102 left in the third quarter. Collison's shot is good. Collison's got 8 points.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Pass to Nurkic. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, it's hard to hold Nurkic up. As soon as he gets that deep inside, he is more than capable of knocking down shots consistently.
Now here's Ilyasova. Dunn covering. Here's Collison. Money from the wing. He's got 10. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
And for three, Collison misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10.
Timeout, timeout.
Now done. Rivers in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. That shot misses. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so Brown will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns.
Among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Chalk up 2 there.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he used.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
And here we go. Fast break. Lynn's got it. Count that one.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Irving. 5 to shoot. Let's go. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Irving's got 24 points.
Coach is yelling at the defense to at least get a hand up on Kyrie Irving.
Lynn's shot is off. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. They are now showing NBA games in virtual reality. You and I have actually seen some examples of that. They can recreate almost any angle. Have you gotten a headset?
I haven't gotten a headset, Kevin, but I have watched it. You and I have talked about it several times.
Many times.
It's an amazing experience, and it will only get better. But I really think about if I was a kid growing up in Germany or Italy, and I had an opportunity to pull on a pair of goggles and to watch the game's greatest players from a seat at half court or the cameras that they set up underneath the goal at either end. What a fantastic way to be enveloped by the NBA game.
It's a cool view.
It's a very cool view, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah. Left side, Lynn. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Irving drives in, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Irving's got 33.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Pass to Ibaka. And here's Richardson. Over Irving. And that one goes long.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
I still think there's a chance you string a couple of big plays together and the tide can turn very quickly.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And a good example of why Leonard perpetually makes the all-defensive team. You are caught on the Hawaiian Islands.
Free throw good. Nurkic. And both free throws good for Nurkic. And for Yusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
He hits the second from the line. Commissioner Adam Silver has balanced his comments between wanting parity, Brent, and recognizing there are always going to be super teams. Is there middle ground there?
Is there middle ground?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You would like to have some of the teams just be more competitive than they are, but some of the creative, circuitous routes that teams have taken to put themselves into position to get better, younger talent has decimated.
What do you call that?
I don't have a term for it.
Okay.
I don't like the one that's used, so I don't have a term for it. Let's just call it setting yourself up for the future, Kevin.
Looking ahead.
Yes, exactly. So I just don't think you'll ever get it. You do hope that some of those starving franchises do have some success for the fans who have they've had to bear a lot. So you root for them.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for Utah. Pass to Richardson. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
Richardson's pretty consistent at draining that 3 ball. The D can't allow him to get too comfortable while he's camped out behind the arc.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Davis in the corner. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And for a player who didn't enter the league with breakdown ability off the dribble, guess what? Kawhi will break you down.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellence.